It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. A disturbing discovery along a Lexington road. Police say they found someone shot inside a car. We're tracking the investigation live this morning.
6 states under states of emergency because of this northeast blizzard. I'm Chris Van Cleve on Long Island. We'll have the latest coming up.
We have some snow for us around here. It's not much, but it's just enough to cause some issues there on the roads. We'll look at today and off into your weekend because we have many more chances. And I'll show you that coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome to WKYT This Morning. The wintry pattern is rather clear at this point. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We are tracking another round of snow making its way across the bluegrass this morning.
That light snowfall could make for some slick spots on your way out the door this morning. 9 schools have already decided to cancel or delay classes this morning. For the latest track on weather today, let's go to First Alert meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, and there are some roadways that are a bit iffy outside as you're traveling this morning. Now, as I was coming into work, Lexington, the untreated roads, no doubt about it, that's where you have that light glaze. And like I said, it's not much, but it is just enough to cause some issues. Now, Bill was telling me a lot of the city streets there in Madison County also with a light glaze on it and maybe a little bit more too. So you just got to be watching out because the higher reflectivity has made its way through Madison County. Now Rockcastle, no doubt about it. You guys are probably in the thick of things at this moment. Temperatures are in the 20s. Anything that falls will stick. We look toward the afternoon, looks much better. And we'll take a calming pattern in the next 48 hours, but then it picks right back up. Pretty active as we head toward the weekend. I'll show you that in about 10 minutes.
All right, thank you, Mike. And folks up in the Northeast are being told to stay home as a blizzard is expected to dump very heavy snow there.
This is a live look we have for you from Times Square in New York City, where snow has been falling throughout the night. You can see that blanket of white there. New York's subway system has shut down along with roads throughout parts of the Northeast, and thousands of flights have been canceled. Forecasters say this could be a historic blizzard. CBS's Chris Van Cleve has the latest from Long Island.
Snowplows faced the brunt of the northeast blizzard overnight as snow and strong winds battered Long Island.
The wind and visibility and everything, it's not too good.
Police in Humvees patrolled the snow-covered roads as the nor'easter kicked into gear Monday evening, parking itself over the East Coast, feeding off the ocean.
Here you can see the spin, right? Look at the tail. This moisture plume goes all the way down to basically Cuba. There is nothing but a lot of available moisture here.
That moisture means snow. Forecasters predict up to 3 feet in some areas. 6 states have declared states of emergency. In Massachusetts, Connecticut, and parts of New York, it is actually illegal to be out on the roads.
This is a serious situation. If you violate this state order, it's a possible misdemeanor. It's fines up to $300.
New York City, Boston, and New Jersey suspended travel on all subways, buses, and trains. Airlines canceled nearly 8,000 flights. Massachusetts called up its National Guard as thundersnow was reported near Cape Cod. A big worry still, hurricane-force wind gusts reaching speeds over 75 miles an hour.
If you lose power during the storm because of high winds, you might be without power for a period of 24 to 48 hours.
The blizzard warning will remain in effect until Wednesday.
And that northeastern storm has canceled thousands of flights around the country, including a few here in Lexington. 5 flights out of Bluegrass Airport have been canceled for this morning. 4 flights to and from Philadelphia were canceled, as well as 1 to New York City. Other flights will be taking off on schedule today.
Well, the millions of people dealing with that blizzard up in the Northeast will be receiving some help from the Bluegrass. Kentucky Utilities and Louisville Gas and Electric sending 170 employees and contractors to New England. They'll work with utility companies there to restore any electricity knocked out by the storm. KU says that those utility companies called them asking for help.
It's just a mutual relationship that we have in the event that we have some kind of a catastrophic weather event here in Kentucky like we had back in 2003. Those crews would come and help us. In this case, we're going there to help them.
KU left Kentucky yesterday morning. The group includes line technicians, tree trimmers, safety workers, and supervisors. Some schools are closed and canceled today. closed or delayed today, I should say. Check the bottom of your screen at WKYT.com.
4:35 now on WKYT this morning. It's the city's second homicide of 2015. A Lexington man found shot to death inside a car, and police are searching for his killer. Lexington police tell us they were called out to Johnston Road near Bryan Station Road about 7:30 last night. They say when they got there, they found a man suffering multiple gunshot wounds inside a vehicle.
This male subject appears to have died suffering gunshot wounds. At this point, I don't know if it's how many wounds, but it appears to be multiple. We are investigating this as a homicide death presently.
Police and canine units searched the area. They were unable to locate a suspect. The name of the victim has not been released yet.
We are tracking a crime alert in Lexington this morning. Police tell us a man was wanted after an argument. They say two men were arguing with another man when the two followed that man back to a home on Cricklewood Drive. The two suspects went into the home and assaulted him. An older man was at the home at the time. Police say the suspects took off with cash and a knife. So far, no arrests have been made. This morning, a Madison County business owner tells us he's lost thousands of dollars because of a thief. A man broke into a coin machine at a Richmond laundromat in the middle of the night.
And surveillance cameras caught the whole thing on videotape. WKYT's Jordan Valines reports the business owner tells us the thief got what he wanted in a matter of seconds.
Sitting on the corner of Red House Road in Richmond, this Splash Mouth laundromat stays open 24/7. The owner says the reward of keeping the store open around the clock is to serve folks working odd hours. But what about the risk?
We are right next to the door to the FOP, but it is a risk. With anything open after midnight is quite a risk.
Since August, this location has been open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but the owners say that they haven't really had any problems with anyone coming in here stealing anything until recently.
I noticed that the change machine was wide open and no contents inside. They gutted it.
Richmond police say the man seen in this surveillance video was responsible for the late night burglary.
This guy's a professional. I've never seen anybody break into a machine. It was literally 37 seconds.
In less than a minute, the man took 2 hoppers, 2 bill acceptors, and destroyed the $4,000 machine while getting away with thousands more dollars in cash.
The gentleman came in with no gloves, no hoodie. He didn't try to disguise himself.
Now the owner and police are hoping that the thief's lack of disguise will make the task of catching him that much easier. In Richmond, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
And the owner of the Splash'em laundromat says this is the first time in 2 years one of his stores has been burglarized.
Well, this morning, police hope surveillance video will help them to find a man who robbed an eastern Kentucky store at gunpoint. Happened Friday night at the KC Grocery in the Kite community of Knott County. The store's owner says the robber walked in, pointed a gun at her and her daughter, and demanded money. She says the robber stole about $800 and a carton of cigarettes.
My business has really declined, and it bothers me a lot to think that I worked that hard for somebody to come and take it from me that easy.
The store is offering a reward for any information leading to an arrest and conviction. Police say the robber is a white man, about 5'6". They say he was seen wearing a hooded sweatshirt and blue jeans at the time of the robbery.
Inmate investigators say a man who tried to escape from a Lexington prison didn't get very far. The Kentucky Department of Corrections says Dustin Franks was reported missing from Blackburn Correctional Complex yesterday afternoon, but investigators say he was arrested about an hour later. They say he never left Blackburn's grounds. Franks is serving a 17-year sentence for burglary and forgery convictions out of Grant County.
Well, this morning, police need your help finding a thief they say has been targeting women. Police say the man seen in these surveillance pictures has broken into 2 cars parked outside gyms in central Kentucky. In each case, they say the man stole a purse. They say he racked up thousands of dollars on the victim's credit card in Mercer County, then got rid of the purse in Frankfort.
A Pulaski County family thinks someone may have used a gun to damage their car. Kenneth Peters says on Sunday morning he noticed 2 large holes right in the back windows of his Honda Accord. He and his family live on Hamilton Avenue in Somerset. Peters thinks someone shot out the windows with either a rifle or some kind of air pellet gun. He He says the path of whatever made the holes was in direct line of where his children were sleeping in the home.
So the bullet could have shattered through both my glass door and, my aluminum door, and hit the children that was laying on the couch.
Somerset police are investigating. Police tell us they have had some cases of vehicle vandalism or theft recently, but nothing really out of the ordinary.
This morning we are tracking a crash out of Pendleton County that police say injured 2 teenagers from Cynthiana. It happened on US 27 just outside Falmouth yesterday afternoon. Police say the driver of the car was trying to avoid an animal in the road when he lost control and rolled off the road. Police say the passenger was thrown from the car. Both the driver and passenger were airlifted to Cincinnati Hospital. Their conditions not known this morning.
Political leaders from around the country will be in Owensboro today to pay tribute to former Senator Wendell Ford. His funeral is being held this morning at 11 at First Baptist Church in Owensboro. Vice President Joe Biden's office confirmed last night that he will attend, and reports say former President Bill Clinton will be there as well. Ford died last week at the age of 90. He was Kentucky governor before spending more than 20 years in the U.S. Senate.